Nothing wrong with that.
I never was good at estimating numbers, but
I should have you guess my weight then. My doctor would love you.
150. Of all your medical supply needs, give them a call at 341-8588. As the Little Hawks are out onto the field, and I'm sure the officials here want to get this game going. That way, back deep to receive for the Little Hawks. We are ready to have some high school football played here from Bates Field. Dressler with the approach, and he puts a foot into it. It's a spiraling kick that hits about the 20-yard line. It's laying on the ground. Davis picks it up at the 14. He comes up the middle. He squirts ahead. He's got a hole. He's headed to the 25, the 30. Breaks ahead of a tackle to the 40. 45, 50. One man to beat, and he's brought down there at the Ram 40-yard line. Great return there by Dorian Davis. The ball sat on the ground a little bit. He picked it up, just found a little opening, and took off.
We talked about that in the pregame there, Stephen. You know, once he gets back there, he's got some great speed and just couldn't quite get past that final wave, but a huge return, bring it out to the Dubuque Senior 40-yard line. But
so the Little Hawks are going to have even better field position. Looks like it's just a 5-yard walk-off, but it'll put the ball at the Dubuque Senior 35-yard line. And that is where the Little Hawks take over 1st and 10. DP Iman out of the shotgun formation. Phil Kinney in the backfield, and there's the quick swing pass out to Ryan Bohm. He's ahead to the 30-yard line, where he's brought down there by number 10, Zach Hodge. Nice little pass there, a way to kind of get Iman some confidence. Just a quick little flare pass that goes for about 5 yards.
Yeah, gets him right in the rhythm right there, and you know, starting inside the 40-yard line now at the 35 for a senior defense that gives up a lot of points. This is going to be a hard way for them to start out this ball game.
Second down, and there's the handoff to Kinney. He's ahead to the left side, nothing there. He cuts back to the right side, ahead to about the 26-yard line. Call that a gain of about 3. I believe he'll be about a yard short here of the first down.
Iman running out of the shotgun formation gives him a little bit, not being the tallest kid out there, gives him some room to see what's going on defensively for the Rams.
He's listed at 6 foot, which may be just a tad generous. Here he comes again. The handoff again to Kinney. This time he's to the right side. He squirts through a hole. He's ahead to the 20. Breaks another tackle at 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, City High. Just like we talked about, Mark. They wanted to come out. They get the ball. They go into the end zone. 3 plays, a 26-yard touchdown run there by Phil Kinney, and they're up early, 6-0.
Just a 26-yard run there, and I tell you what, that right side of the line for City High made a hole huge. You could have fit that whole marching band to the right side of the hole that they just made there, and he just had nothing but open space from that 26-yard line to the end zone. Virtually went in untouched, and just like that, 10:52 left in the first, we're already 6-0.
Andrew Shutt coming in, setting the tee to get ready to kick the extra point. And he's having some problems. He keeps moving it just a tad. Not sure if he didn't like the way the center was positioned or if he just wasn't happy with where he put it down. There's the snap, spotted, and the kick is up, and it sails right through the uprights. The hold there by Keaton Jones, and the Little Hawks take the early 7-0 lead. Barely a minute into this ball game. City High on top, 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more right after this on AM 800 KXIC. Velden, not necessarily one of the powers of that district, so they wanted to establish themselves again and come back with a good showing. 10:52 to go here. City High with the quick touchdown. They're on top, 7-0. As Andrew Shutt tees it up, kicks it off. That looks like number 9, Paul Simon, the backup quarterback, fields it at the 20. He's ahead to the left side to the 25, the 30, where he's brought down there at about the 34-yard line. Good job on the coverage by number 82 for the Little Hawks. That's Ben Evans. And
uncharacteristically a short kickoff there for Shutt. Usually we see it a little bit deeper out of him, but just a short high kick there. I don't know if that was designed or...
Landed at about the 21-yard line. That's where it was fielded. Returned 13 yards to the 34 as Senior comes up out of the I formation with twins to the near side. And that's motion out of Mike Anderson. And here's the toss out to Jamie Murphy. He's hit in the backfield there by Nico Batimbe. Spins away. Gets ahead to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 1. Just a simple little toss play. Batimbe in the backfield. Unable to bring him down. Murphy showing his toughness, but he only gets about a yard.
Yeah, we're going to see this defense against the run be very, very staunch. City High loves to play defense against the run. They bring their linebackers up tight when they need to. And you mentioned the soccer player turned defensive lineman get in the backfield right away.
Here's a straight drop back pass for Herbst, and he's brought down in the backfield. Great job there by Botimbe. He's in there again. Drop back. Botimbe just used his speed to get around his offensive lineman and brings him down for a loss of about 2 yards on that play.
And, 2 plays defensively for City High. 2 times now we've mentioned Botimbe's name, and I think that could be a reoccurring theme as this night goes on.
3rd down and 11. The ball is sitting just inside the 34-yard line of Dubuque Senior as the Twins go out wide to the far side of the field. Herbst up under center. Straight drop back pass again. He looks for the swing pass out to Murphy at the flat. He catches it at the 30. Gets ahead to the line of scrimmage, the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. Good job there on the defense, trying to get a number 54, Eric Mitchell, in the game for the Little Hawks. And a gain, call it, of about 3-4 yards. A completion.
That's not going to do it, as they still have 8 yards to go, and the defense for City High just came up big there and gave them absolutely nothing, and should get some great field position out of this punt.
Looks like Ben Evans and Ryan Bohm back deep to receive the punt of Scott Dressler. Dressler with a high short kick hits at about the 40-yard line. It looked like it may have hit a Little Hawk as Evans heads up there, able to fall on the ball. Not sure if it hit the Little Hawk blocker there. The ball bounces and Evans falls on it at the 37-yard line. City High will take over there, 1st and 10, their second offensive possession. And I'm sure they're going to come out and try to do something similar, maybe 3 plays in the end zone again.
I'd like to see him come out like they did last time, come out, throw on 1st down. I like that.
Here's the snap to Iman, and again he's looking. He's got Evans going deep down the left sideline. There's the throw, in and out of his hands at the 30. The ball was placed perfectly there by DP Iman. The defender, that was number 25, Willie Hilkin, going stride for stride. It looked like Evans may have had a step in and out of his hands. Otherwise, he could have been thinking 6.
Hilkin had 2 steps, and he definitely was thinking 6. I mean, I should say Evans had 2 steps as he was thinking 6 there. I mean, he just saw the end zone before he had the ball in his hands. Beautifully thrown ball by DP Iman. Had all the time in the world. Perfect spiral. 40 yards in the air, and just an unfortunate drop there.
2nd down and 10 as Iman back to throw again. He's under pressure. He's flushed out. He looks to throw again, and he looks for Evans again, and this time he hangs on to it at the 48-yard line of Dubuque Senior. Great job there by Iman. He was flushed out of the pocket. He brought the ball down like he was going to run, and then he was able to spot Evans, who got open, and down to the 46-yard line.
So
gain of 17 yards.
That's where we talk about that maturity that Iman has gotten between his junior and senior year right there.
1st down and 10 now for the Little Hawks, and there's the draw play to Kenny. He's ahead up the middle to the 40-yard line, and some laundry will come in. Kenny will get ahead for a gain of 6, but preliminary signal is against the Little Hawks. I believe it's going to be a holding. It was thrown by the referee.
And that's the one thing Coach Sabers is not going to tolerate here, especially when they get things going, to have the laundry come out on the field like that. And that's something that you work on from game 1 to game 9. That doesn't matter. That always irritates coaches, especially when you get a holding call. That means you've been beat and you haven't done the things the way you're supposed to be doing them. So, he wants to make sure that they have as little laundry on the field as possible.
Penalty will back them back up into City High territory at their own 44-yard line. 1st down and 20. Iman barking out the signals out of the shotgun, and another flag.
I think this might be lining up the neutral zone. Yep.
One of the defenders for Dubuque Senior lined up in the neutral zone. So City High loses 10. They get 5 of it back on a penalty. A little bit sloppy here in the early going. 1st down and 15 now from the City High 49-yard line. Iman barks out the signals. Interesting formation here. It almost looks like the wishbone, except Iman out of the shotgun with Kenny lined up behind him. Here's the snap. He's back looking to throw. He's got some room on the right side to run. He's going to pull it down. He's ahead across midfield to the 45-yard line. Great job out there by Jamie Murphy to bring him down.
And that's what this Dubuque Senior Rams defense is going to have to contend with, is that versatility there of DP Iman. We saw it a couple plays before. They flushed him out of the pocket. He made a good decision to throw the ball. That way, then the next time here, they flushed him on the pocket. He goes the right side and got the speed to pick up 4 on the corner.
6-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 9 at the 45-yard line of Senior. And here's a little toss out to Phil Kinney. Great job, gets hit in the backfield, keeps his legs going. Looks like he's going to lose about a yard. Ryan Bush, the defensive end for Senior, a great job of reading that. Able to get Kinney, hold him up just a little bit. Kinney actually loses a yard on the play. So that brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Little Hawks.
Credit Dubuque Senior coaching staff for having that one read out pretty well. Defensively, they read the keys pretty well. He didn't leave Kenny. He knew that he had a potential for getting the football, stayed right with him, and made a nice defensive play.
Hyman looks to run the quarterback draw. As you talked about, Mark, though, he slipped just a little bit, and he'll fall back down at about the 47-yard line. Call that again a loss of about 7 yards on the play, and it brings up 4th down and a punting situation for the Little Hawks.
So this series just the opposite of what we saw the first series, where their progress hardly went anywhere. They got a 1st down right away and then went backwards from there and have to punt the ball.
Hyman back to punt. Looks like number 10, Zach Hodge, deep to return. A high spiraling kick. Nice kick there. Hits it about the 10. Rolls inside of the 5-yard line. A great job down there trying to get the number 11, Ryan Alberhaskey, able to down the ball at the 4-yard line. Dubuque Senior will have a long ways to go.
Tremendous job there by DP Iman. Just crushed that punt. And a great job for City High to get down there and recover that football. And that's going to put this offense in a serious hole as they're at the 4-yard line here to start their 2nd series.
We talk about the role of special teams and field position.
You bet.
And even though that drive didn't work the way they wanted to, they were able to get the ball in decent field position thanks to the punt return and then pin him deep with the punt. 3 wide receivers set now for Dubuque Seniors. The handoff goes to the first man through. I believe that's Charlie Benda, number 33. He's ahead, a gain of about a yard to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Rams.
So on 4 rushing plays for Dubuque Senior, they've got a net of 0 yards right now. So the defense really being tough up front for the Little Hawks.
Senior looks to have a little confusion on which way they want to go. They've got twins to the far side with a lone wide receiver split out to the near side. Here's the off-tackle play to Murphy, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Great job there. Number 67, Eric Hovenkamp for the Little Hawks, leading a host of Little High tacklers.
You know, the Little Hawks maintaining that 0 run yard average right now. They're just a staunch wall there right there. They try to run up the middle. They try to run to the left side of that defense, and it's just not going to happen.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9 from the Dubuque Senior 5-yard line. Double tight formation here as they run a counter action. Great job there on the defensive front. Nico Batimbe. They tried to run a tight end counter play. That was number 47, Ken Schmeichel.
Schmeichel?
He came through, and instead of seeing green, he saw big
red.
Number 50. Right there, wraps him up for a loss of about 2. So now Scott Dressler standing at the back of his own end zone. Look for the Little Hawks maybe to pin their ears and come after this one.
This is where the snap is so important, especially with that ball or with a kicker lined up on the back goal line there, end zone line.
A little bit of a high snap. The Little Hawks look to be setting up the return. Another short kick that hits at about the 35-yard line. Ryan Bohm picks it up. He's around the right side to the 30 where he's hit there. Number 86 for Dubuque Senior. That's Chad Finn down. Not a very pretty kick there, but it was just enough that his coverage was able to get down there and hold Bohm to a return of about 5 yards.
If Boehm could pick that ball up on the fly, doesn't let it bounce, he may have a chance to get out there to that right side corner. By letting it bounce, gives the coverage team a chance to get down there a little bit quicker and make the play. But I think if he catches that one on the fly, he's got a chance to hit the corner and maybe break something there.
Still, I don't think Coach Sabers will complain about getting the ball 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of Dubuque Senior.
Suppose if you have to.
Iman brings out the play out of the shotgun again. And this time he runs the quick little flare pass out to Davis. He breaks one tackle. He's down to the 20, at the 15, the 10, where he's finally brought down there number 6. That's Mike Anderson with the tackle. He talked about it, Sterno. Just give that little flare pass out there and let Dorian Davis do what he does best.
And that's what it was. It's just a quick pass, a quick play right out there to the left, and boom, Davis is gone, and before you knew it, Iman had the snap and threw it before he could even see the ball.
21-yard gain to Davis, brings the ball down to the 9-yard line. First and goal for the Little Hawks. Looks like they're going to run out of the straight I formation this time. Double tight with Brent Jen split wide to the far side. There's the handoff off tackle to Kenny. He breaks through one tackle and he's into the end zone untouched. Great job there by that right side of the offensive line again. Both touchdowns, just hand the ball off to Kenny, let him go off tackle, and he's basically not had to deal with any defenders.
No, he doesn't get to be that human battering ram like we saw when he was up in Wallard. I mean, he's had holes that have just been huge to run through. He's carried the ball 4 times tonight, and he's got 2 touchdowns. So this could be a phenomenal night if he keeps up that ratio. He's going to have a lot of fun.
Andrew Shutt in to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Keaton Jones. And again, a high kick that goes right through the uprights. And at the 4:24 mark to go here in this first quarter, the Little Hawks on their 3rd offensive possession score their 2nd touchdown of the game. They are on top 14-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more right after this on AM 800 KXIC. Was talking about that. It was going to be a little tough for him to keep the team going, especially after playing a couple of tough games in the preseason.
It's going to be tough for the Dubuque Rams to get things going here as they're already in a 14-0 hole. And we still got about 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Andrew Shutt tees it up and kicks off another high, deep kick that Murphy fields at his 5. He's up ahead to the middle and crushed. Good job there. Ben Evans, it looks like, down on the coverage. Looked like Murphy had a bit of a wall that he was trying to get to on the left side, but Evans brings him down at the 15-yard line. And like you talk about, Mark, instead of kicking it deep into the end zone, kick it down to about the 5 and let your coverage team get down there.
You got to run it out when it's on the 5. You can't just down and take a knee. You got to try and get some positive yards. But I tell you what, that's the type of kick we're used to seeing from Shutt, is getting that ball down there a little further.
Shotgun formation from their own 16-yard line for Dubuque Senior, and they've got some problems. They're going to have to take a timeout here.
Boy, I tell you what, when it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it...
And things like that on some things that should be set. They should know who's going where, and that's just, those a lot of times are mental mistakes that just eat coaches up.
Come out with a 4 wide receiver shotgun set, twins to the far and near side. And Herbst drops back. He runs the quarterback draw. It's open there, and he slips down at the 24-yard line. A late penalty flag comes in. That draw was there. They spread out the defense. He dropped back and then just took off. But it's going to come back. A holding penalty against the Rams. It'll back them up half the distance to the goal. I believe it'll be 1st down and 18 from about the 8-yard line.
3rd penalty of the night here for Dubuque Senior. But I tell you what, Herbst there showed me something right there. He had some composure there. He let the play set up. He went to take off, and we talked about those temperatures changing and that moisture coming out here on the grass, and that's what tackled Herbst, was that moisture right there. He had a hole. He showed us some good speed getting up through that hole, and then unfortunately, again, that penalty comes up and bites you and moves you back and makes you 2nd, what'd you say, 18? Or 1st and?
1st and it looks like about 18.
About, yeah, 18.
Looks like the ball is spotted at the 9, call it 17. So the whistle sounds. The shotgun formation again. And this time Herbst looking to throw. Good time there. He throws it across the middle. Looked like it was intended there for number 10, Zach Hodge. Willie Hilkin coming across the middle. They were running a crossing route. Hilkin got his hands on it and actually almost knocked it away from Hodge. Brings up 2nd down and 18.
Nice job there by the Rams on giving Herbst some protection, some time to throw. Just a quick little 3-step drop. He was back there, had some time to scan the field, did a good job looking left and right to find a receiver, but credit that line for keeping the Little Hawks out of there and giving them time to throw the football.
Come out of the straight I formation again, and looks like a quarterback keeper with Herbst up the middle.
Strange call.
Almost looked like the type of play when there's a bad snap and you just get it and run forward, but I think it was just a called quarterback keeper. He gets ahead for a gain of about 5 yards.
He's their leading rusher right now.
Still brings up 3rd down and a long 11. Ball sitting at the 15-yard line. Rams again come out of the I formation with Jamie Murphy and Charlie Benda behind Herbst. Split out wide to the far side is Hodge, and there's the play action. Bootleg for Herbst. He steps up and he throws. And great coverage there. Number 14 for the Little Hawks, Brent Jen. Looked like the pass was intended for the big tight end, number 29, Josh Berkeley, coming across. A little bit overthrown. Jen able to come up, though, and put some pads to him to make sure that he didn't hang on to that ball.
I tell you what, Herbst threw a nice ball there, though. He just went back in the pocket, took a step up, and threw a gun. I mean, an absolute bullet right there for the intended receiver. Just a little bit high, though, but, man, that was a nice-looking throw.
Scott Dressler comes out for his third punt off of the third offensive possession of the night for the Rams. Batembe with a little bit of pressure, and there's a great kick. He's able to get one off. It hits at the 41, bounces all the way, rolls back to the 30 where Ryan Bohm picks it up. He looks to get anything that he can. He's ahead to about the 35, 36-yard line. That kick just got out of there in a hurry. A phenomenal kick there. Looks like it went about 45 yards.
Wasn't real high, but I tell you, he put a foot into it, and I think it took Bohm by surprise a little bit as he was sitting about the 40-yard line, and that thing was just going straight over his head. He just started turning around and running back as fast as he could, and by the time he picked up that ball, there's 5, 6 white shirts there in front of him. Not much he could do.
Was able to get it back to about the 35-yard line. That's where the Little Hawks take over 1st and 10 at the 3:05 mark, already on top, 14-0. There's the little quarterback keeper for Iman. Great job in the backfield by Jamie Murphy to wrap him up. That play didn't develop the way that Coach Sabers would have liked. It goes for a loss of about 2 yards.
Great job there by the senior defense reading that play, and Iman just with that fake handoff up the middle. As soon as he gave it, pulled it out of Kinney's gut there, he had looked up and had nowhere to go. And there was just a host of tacklers there for senior for him.
Looks like Sean Hosini into the ball game for the Little Hawks, replacing Dorian Davis at the left slot. And there's the draw play to Kinney. He's ahead to the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down right there. Number 53, Matt Drapeau, from his middle linebacker position. Kinney gets back maybe a yard on that. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11, though, from the 34-yard line. This senior defense doing a good job of containing the Little Hawks here on their 4th offensive possession.
Offensive line has to get things in gear and get them going forward in positive yards here.
Kenny looks to be lining up in the slot over on the far side. A bit of a low snap to Iman. He looks to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He gets to the outside. He's at the 35, the 40. A great block. He's ahead to the 44, maybe the 45, and a 1st down. It depends on the spot. A great block there. It looked like Bohm able to come back and crack back on one of the defensive backs.
Yeah, he's real close to the 1st down.
He's going to be extremely close.
But he shows great speed getting out there to that far corner on the right side. Went back to pass, but the right side of that Little Hawk line just collapsed, had some pressure, but yet Iman still went out to that right side going past that pressure. Just shows what a great athlete he is and what great speed he has to get out there.
Call it a gain of about 11 on the play. It'll be extremely close. I think they are going to call it 4th down and about 6 inches.
I can't see why you don't measure that one, but
looks like the ball's resting right at the 45-yard line. They must just have to get the ball on the other side. Little Hawks with some players in and out. They run out of the straight I formation. Jen is lined up wide to the far side, and there's the quick hitter to Dorian Davis, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. He did not get the 1st down. Charlie Benda coming from his linebacker position. Davis may have actually lost a half yard on that, and that play did not work the way that Coach Sabers wanted.
Not at all. They just shot the linebacker right up through the gap there, and he almost got the handoff there before Dorian Davis did and went absolutely nowhere. And for the 2nd time tonight, we're going to have to see the Little Hawks punt.
That was 4th down, actually, Mark. So that ball is turned over.
I'm sorry.
So Dubuque Senior with good field position now. They take over at the city-high 44-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing 14-0, but looking to get in the end zone here, make a game of this as we head into the 2nd quarter. I formation, and there's some movement on the line, and 4th penalty of the 1st quarter already. Count was 2, but the right side of the offensive line thought it was 1. They both fired off. Aggressive type penalty, but the type that you don't necessarily want to see. It's all mental.
It's still a mental mistake there, and boy, those things just aggravate you as a coach. I mean, you've got to be disciplined enough to know what the snap count is, to hold You know, as our offensive line coach, hold your position, and would always say, just make sure you're set there. It's going to be a little longer count than what you're used to, but hold your position. Try and get that defense off sides.
1st and 15, and there's the handoff to Murphy over the right side. He tries to cut back, gets away from the first 2 tacklers. Good job there, though. He's brought down in the backfield, a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. Looks like number 45 for the Little Hawks, Ian Shutt, the first to get there. Call it a loss of about a yard. 3 carries for 0 yards for Jamie Murphy.
Yep.
2nd down and 16 from midfield. And there's, looks like some problems with the snap. Murphy gets the ball. He's able to cut it back ahead for a gain of about 3 yards to the 47-yard line. He's brought down there. It looks like Josh Keppel and Sean Hosseini, among others.
Stiff defensive line right now for the Little Hawks here, not allowing much, and they haven't allowed much all game here on this run. Wouldn't be surprised to see Herbst go to the air right now.
3rd down, call it 13 from the City High 48-yard line as we are under a minute to go here. And there's the play action, rollout pass. Herbst with all kinds of time to throw. He throws it deep, intended for Zach Hodge at the 25. Ball was way overthrown, though. Herbst, plenty of time. It looks like he's just a little antsy with his throws, getting him up a little bit. His receivers, though, not necessarily going to like that as the defender's able to tee off on them.
Yeah, it's going to stretch your receivers out and really expose a lot of their body to some punishment that's going to be doled out by the defensive backs there. Looks like he's throwing a little bit off his back foot and has just a little bit too much angle as that ball's coming out of his hand.
4th time that the Rams are going to go 3 and out as Dressler is in to punt yet again. This time he kicks it off the side of his foot. It hits at about the 29-yard line, rolls down to the 27. That is where the Little Hawks will take over with 22.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Rams unable to take advantage of the great field position, the penalty, and the loss on the first play. They are forced to punt, and City High takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line, leading 14-0.
Is this their 5th possession?
This is their 5th offensive possession of the game.
We're still in the first quarter.
My drive chart I've got set up for 8 because I've never seen any more than 8 possessions in one half.
Now you might go get a photocopy machine. You're going to need it.
I may have to just start going over, use 2 sheets, 1 for each half. As Iman takes the snap, hands it off to Kenny. He's ahead to the left side to the 30, 34, 35-yard line. Still on his feet, actually lowers his head and gets ahead to the 36. Call that a gain of 10 yards, and it looks like they have signaled for a 1st down.
That's that battering ram I was talking about. He just barreled off 4 or 5 defenders and knocked them out of his way until he got to that 1st down marker. So a tremendous job of running there by Kenny.
Little Hawks looking to get 1 more play off before this quarter comes to a close. And again, they hand it off to Kenny over the right side. He's ahead to the 40, 41, 42-yard line before he's brought down. And that is how this first quarter will come to a close. The City High Little Hawks with a gain of about 7 yards there from Phil Kenny. It'll bring up 2nd down and short. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this on AM 800 KXIC. Thank you, John Noss. 2nd and 3. There's the handoff to Phil Kenny. And he's ahead through the middle of the line of scrimmage across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards. Enough for a 1st down for the Little Hawks. Actually call it a gain of 5 as they are up on the line of scrimmage ready to go again. Kenny with the handoff again from DP Iman. He's across midfield inside to about the 45-yard line. A gain of 7. And Sterno looks like they're just going to be content with handing it off to Phil Kenny. Hand it off to Phil Kenny. Hand it off to Phil Kenny.
And he's going to wear down that defense because he's handing out a lot of punishment.
Iman now with the straight drop back pass, and he's looking deep. He's got Brent Jen behind the defender. He catches it at the 10, bobbles it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, City High. Great job there. You come out, hurry it up just a little bit. 2 quick pass plays, or 2 quick run plays rather, and then you just run the pass. Brent Jen got behind the defender. He catches it at the 10 and waltzes into the end zone. City on top, 20-0.
Great job of play calling there by City High there. Sets up that pass with the 2 runs, like you mentioned there with Kenny, but an outstanding job by that offensive line for the Little Hawks, giving Iman nothing but time and just a perfect strike to Brent Jen, who had 3 steps in the defender.
As Andrew Schutt comes in and booms the kickoff through the uprights. And at the 11:28 mark to go here in this first half, City High on the board again, 21-0. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back right after this on AM 800.
Here in the KXIC studios. Well, we're going to extra innings in New York. After 9 innings, it's still tied 1-1. Now back to our game.
Thank you very much, John Nost. 11:28 to go in this first half. Andrew Schutt with a high kick. Looks like he got under that. Fielded by one of the upbacks at the 29-yard line. He crosses to about the 32. Don't know if that was designed or not, Mark Stern, but that ball went straight up in the air. It was fielded at about the 30-yard line by Dubuque Senior.
Looks like a Brent Balbinot wedge shot right there.
Fortunately, Brent is on his way to Ann Arbor, so he would not hear that comment tonight.
So he's fair game tonight is what you're telling me.
He's fair game. Senior takes over the ball 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. And there's the handoff up the middle to Jamie Murphy. He's grabbed in the backfield there by Josh Keppel. Murphy able to keep his legs going just a little bit ahead for a gain, call it about 2 yards to the, actually call it 3 yards to the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
Again, good defense there. It's just that right side of the defensive line for the Little Hawks there, just right there to meet him. Murphy did a nice job as he got hit right about the line of scrimmage, but still had the strength enough to get himself forward for about 3.
Twins to the near side with Berkeley and Zach Hodge. Motion from Benda out of the fullback position to the near side. And there's Herbst back to throw. He tucks it under. He's up ahead to the 35, the 40. Ooh. Lowers the shoulder there. Great collision with number 32, Dorian Davis, but he still gets ahead for the 1st down to about the 44-yard line. Looked like he was going for the swing pass there, but he just tucked it under when the defender had it covered. And gets ahead for a gain of about 11 and a 1st down.
Herbst made a nice decision here pulling that football down, but I think he paid for his decision as Dorian Davis did lay a good lick on him there. Herbst didn't get down as low as maybe he wanted to at that point of impact.
First down of the night for the Rams. They're at the 44-yard line. There's the handoff up the right side to Murphy. He's ahead. Hit at the line of scrimmage there. Looked like Alex Berg set him up before Robbie Lehman, number 41, comes in and knocks him down. Murphy ahead for a gain of about 3 yards.
Looks like Murphy wanted to bounce that one outside a little bit, and Kenny came walking up from that outside position, saw him walking up, and turned it back in right into that waiting defense there from Alex Berg of City High.
2nd down and 7 from the 48-yard line. City on top, 21-0. Herbst with a straight drop back pass, and he swings it out there to Murphy again. Defense is there. Great job by Murphy to get away from the first tackler. He gets ahead back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard to the 49. Looked like Josh Keppel had that sniffed out, wasn't able to quite bring him down. Murphy, though, didn't have much more room before he ran into a sea of red.
Murphy just has to be confused out there as where am I supposed to go? Everywhere I look, these holes are taken up, and he is just struggling tonight to get any positive yards, and his longest run of the night so far is only 3 yards.
A gain of 1 on that pass completion from Herbst. His 2nd completion, both of them going to Murphy. As Scott Dressler comes in motion from the far to the near side out of the I formation. There's the play action. Herbst throws on the run, gets it over the defender. Looks like it's caught there by Mike Anderson. Good job as he's on the ground to catch that. He's going to be close to a 1st down. Not sure if they're going to measure that or not. Call it a gain of 7 on the play.
Who was the receiver on that one?
Number 6, Mike Anderson. The officials are going to measure.
If he got 7, he'd have the 1st down, but Anderson just down on the ground, and he had to be because that ball was low, just thrown that way, but nothing he could do. And once your knee hits the ground in the high school game, you're down.
This measurement looks like it's going to be extremely close here, as actually they're going to be about half a yard short. Actually about a foot short, it looks like. So if you're Coach Osweiler, do you go for this?
Yeah.
You're down 21-0, 8:45 to go in the ball game. Come out here, try to make a statement. Just hand it off to your fullback up the middle. Big play here for the City High defense as well, Mark, to try and establish themselves and let Senior know that, yeah, you've been able to move it just a little bit, but we're not going to let you get this first down.
The Senior got their first down in this drive, and they want to keep things going. I like the play call here. You're down 21-0. You're telling your team, I got confidence in you. Go out and keep this thing alive and get some momentum going your way.
4th down and about a foot. The ball is at the 46-yard line. Herbst with the quarterback keeper. He's ahead to the right side. He's brought down there, and the ball comes out. The ball is on the ground. There's a scramble for it. It looks like City is on it. Great job by Dorian Davis to wrap him up, and now the officials are going to say that he was down.
Ooh. That's going to be a tough call, saying he was down there. As
either way,
I was stringing him out to the side and keeping him stood up. It's going to be a loss either way of the ball. There's going to be a turnover.
The ball popped out at about the 47 of City High, rolls all the way to the 40 where the Little Hawks looked to have jumped on it, but the official on the near side said that he was down. He loses a yard on the play, so the Little Hawks do get the ball on turnover on downs, but that could have been a key play.
I'm not sure he was down there. I think, if anything, they said they stopped his forward progress, but I think they were doing a good job of taking him sideways, and that should be Little Hawks ball farther in this area, though.
They get the ball at the 47-yard line as Keaton Jones is into the ball game, and he pitches out here to Finn Kinney. He's across midfield to the 35, the 40, inside the 20 to the 10-5. Touchdown, Little Hawks. That play developed before anything really could happen. Just a quick snap, tossed it out to Kenny, and he just worked his way through the defense. Again, he went untouched. 53-yard touchdown run, and the Little Hawks are now on top, 27-0.
Phil Kinney, have a night, huh? 3 touchdowns on 10 carries, 110 yards, and we're only at the 8:24 mark in the second quarter. I mean, he could run for 400 yards at this pace. A touchdown every 3 1/3 carries right now.
Shut in to attempt the extra point, and it's up and right down the middle of the upright. So at the 8:24 mark, Sterno, it is 28-0. We could get our first glimpse of the 35-point rule this evening.
We could, but you know what's more remarkable is I look at Andrew Shutt, and that's his 20th PA.
Do want to mention that this broadcast this evening brought to you in part by Heartland Medical Supply. They have all your medical supply needs. You can give them a call at 341-8588. Looks like a new kicker is into the ball game for the Little Hawks, number 88. Not sure. Try to get a number on him. As he tees it up, and he booms it deep. Ball hits at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone. Goes for a touchback, and that's where Dubuque Senior will take over. That's Matt Maynard that kicked that one, and I suppose Shutt's legs probably tired already from 3 extra points or 4 extra points and 3 kickoffs. You got to get somebody else in there to rest that leg, and Maynard showed there's really no drop-off there as he boomed one there that landed, like you said, right at the 5, rolled on in the end zone, and it's amazing the quality of kickers in this area. 8:24 to go in this first half. City on top, 28-0 as the Rams come out for their 6th offensive possession. Able to muster 1 first down so far. There's the turn, the play action to Murphy. Herbst rolls out to the right. He sets up, throws under pressure, and he was leveled there in the backfield. Looked like Alex Berg coming in from the defensive tackle position to put a hurt on him. He knew that he was under pressure, and he threw that one pretty much to the green.
Yeah, Herbst throws a nice ball. He just didn't throw it to anybody close that time. Good coverage by the Little Hawks, and he may have just wanted to get it because he did see that defender coming in there that was going to level him, and he just had to get rid of the football as best he could, and that's what he did on that play.
2nd down and 10. The ball is at the 20-yard line for the Rams. And there's the counter action to Murphy off the left side. He squirts ahead. He's across the 25, the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Brought down from behind at the 45-yard line by Brent Jen. A little counter action there, nothing too special. A 35-yard gain all the way into Little Hawk territory. And there you see Jamie Murphy finally getting outside, Mark.
He's got to be relieved after only having the longest run of 3 yards. He finally got to stretch his legs there. He got to the corner and he showed quite a bit of speed there. Brent Jen doing a nice job coming over from his corner position and making the tackle there and saving what would have been a touchdown if he got by Jen.
First down and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Little Hawks. Herbst turns around and hands it off tackle to Murphy. He's across the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Dorian Davis came out of his linebacker position there and made a nice play coming up to stop Murphy for a very short gain. So while the defensive line is getting tied up there, the linebackers are coming through and making the plays they need to.
Twins formation to the wide side out of the straight I formation. Herbst drops back, and here's the handoff again on the counter action to Murphy. He's ahead to the 40-yard line where he's hit. Dorian Davis again from that linebacker spot. Call it a gain of 3. When you're down 28-0, Mark, and you're Dubuque Senior, you don't necessarily want to just go straight to the passing game here in the first half. You want to kind of establish things a little bit, get your offense going, get their rhythm going as well.
You know, and they just really haven't got that rhythm. They thought they were getting things going last time, and then that fourth down situation stopped them. And you know, they got that one big run here, and then it's back to that little 2-yard gain, little 3-yard gain. They got to get a 6-7-yard gain, a couple plays in a row to really get things established in this offensive game.
3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line. Herbst drops back to pass, and he lost one out there. Great job there. Great attempt by number 4. That's Derek Schmidt. The ball just a little bit overthrown. Schmidt at 5'11", and it was just over his outstretched hands. Brent Jen coming over from his free safety position with the defense as well, and that'll bring up 4th down and 5.
That's a good job by Murphy, the running back, staying back and helping out his quarterback with a block there as Hovkamp was coming down on the quarterback very hard. Murphy turned around and saw him and just got enough of a shoulder into him to let Herbst get that ball loose.
The Rams going for it, and they run off tackle with Murphy. He's hit there by, it looks like, number 83, Alex Smith. He's across the 40 to about the 38-yard line, but he's going to be about 2 yards short. Give him a pickup of 3, but the Rams are going to turn the ball over on downs again. Second possession in a row. And the Little Hawk offense will take over with 6:27 to go. Already on top, 28-0.
Did Senior get a first down that series at all or not?
Senior did not.
I didn't think so. So they've just.
Well, yeah, they did.
They did?
They got the 35-yard run.
That's true. So they've got 2 first downs this ball game now, which is a credit to that City High defense.
Ball is spotted at the 37-yard line. Iman up under center with the I formation. Turns and hands it off. He does hand it off to Kenny. Kenny across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Great job of selling the fake by DP Iman.
He got you.
He got me good, that's for sure.
He got you.
A gain of 4 on the play for Kenny. 2nd down and 6. Again, out of the I formation, Alex Smith lined up at Z-back position here on the near side. Turns around and hands it off to Kenny. He's straight ahead into the line of scrimmage across the 45. Moves the pile to about the 48-yard line. He will be close to another first down, though. They do signal right there.
Wow.
Call that a gain of about 7 yards.
And last time we saw City High go to Kenny 2 times in a row, they put the ball back up in the air in the 3rd time. So let's see what they do here.
Ryan Bohm lines up in the slot to the near side. Kyle Bowlesby is out to the near side with Alex Smith lined up at the wide receiver in the far side. Shotgun as Iman drops back and he does the little shovel pass to Kenny. Kenny's across midfield inside to the 45-yard line. Kenny lining up at the left wing position, and he just comes across. Iman shuffles it forward to him. He's across for about a gain of another 7 yards on the pass completion.
The shovel pass is a play that I don't think is used enough in high school football. I like it. It's safe. It's easy to run.
And if you drop it, it's an incomplete pass. It's not a fumble.
Exactly.
Iman back out of the shotgun. 2nd down and 3 from the 45-yard line. And there's the quick handoff to Kenny. He's across the line of scrimmage to the 41. It looks like he'll mark him down at the 40. That will be enough for another first down, a 5-yard gain. And this Little Hawk offense just keeps on trucking here.
126 yards for Kenny in this first half here, and he doesn't even show any signs of slowing down. He loves it. He just wants the ball as much as he can get.
First down and 10 at the 45-yard line now. Iman barking out the signals. Bowlesby lined up to the near side. Ben Evans to the far side. Iman looking deep for Evans. Evans has got his defender beat. The ball is there. He catches it at the 10. He's into the 5. Touchdown, City High. That play was there. It was just a straight go route. Evans got behind his defender by about 3 or 4 yards. Iman put the ball right on the money. He catches it in stride and steps into the end zone. 34-0.
Had all night to throw that football. Great protection, and that's that second 45-yard touchdown pass in a row that DP Iman has thrown. Both of those have just been perfect strikes to the receivers. They haven't had to break stride, and both receivers had great position on the defense 2 steps beyond.
Andrew Shutt adds the extra point, and with 4:38 to go in this first half, the Little Hawks are on top 35-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more right after this on AM 800 KXI. On Nost, Coach Evans in a good mood morning as well as they get the victory there.
Now, how is it they're done and we're not even at halftime?
They probably didn't have a sophomore game that lasted until 7:30.
Why not?
Small schools. They probably did not play a sophomore game tonight. Matt Maynard lines up to kick off again. 4:38 to go here in this first half. And this time he gets a little squibber. This field at the 25, straight ahead running. The ball comes out, and it looks like the Little Hawks may be on it. Looked like one of the upbacks had it. He was just running straight ahead. And yeah, City High is on the football. Looks like Alberhaski, number 11. Ryan Alberhaski able to get on it. Look like Matt Jecklin, maybe, not quite sure. Maybe Jake Lindecker, rather, number 26 for the Rams. Runs it straight forward. One of the Little Hawk defenders, though, able to just grab a hold of the ball. It squirts out. City High takes over their 8th offensive possession at the Dubuque Senior 39-yard line.
As Keaton Jones comes into quarterback this time for City High, you know, you're up 35 and you got that 2-headed quarterback position. Why not?
Last time he came in, it was a 53-yard run as Ryan Alberhaski is in the backfield at tailback. He's off the right tackle. He spins ahead across the 35. He takes a shot there. Number 47, Ken Schmeichel for the Rams. Alberhaski, though, across the 35 to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of about 6 yards.
And he took a shot there at the end of that run.
Second down and 4 from the 33-yard line, rather. Jones barking out the signals. Number 24, Jake Henninger, is into the game. And there's the ball. Good job by the defensive end there, Ryan Bush. Jones just throwing the quick little flare pass out. The ball was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Bush able to just jump up and knock that down.
Bush did a nice job there defensively, just shedding his defender and reading that play and just getting up in that passing lane and doing a nice job there. And a little spark here for that defense.
John McCarthy also into the ball game. He's split out wide to the far side for the Little Hawks. Ryan Bohm in at the tailback position. Jones barking out the signals. Third down and 4 now. And there's the play action. Jones takes it over the left side. He's ahead across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of about a half a yard if he's lucky.
He just met that whole center of that line there as he tried to cut it back inside, and nothing there at all. And brings up a 4th and 4, and you're inside the 35. Got to go for it.
Punt, if it sails into the end zone, won't really do you any good. So they're at the 33. Jones getting the signals from the sideline. Looks like number 37, Justin Kleingartner, is in the game as well.
Clock is ticking, boys.
Jones barks out the signals. And there's the quick little pass out to number 24. Intended for Jake Henninger. Jones throws it just a little bit too quick before he could see it. It goes incomplete, and the Little Hawks will turn over the ball on downs here. And Dubuque Senior takes over. First down and it off on that drive.
Just curious.
As Herbst comes up under center out of the I formation. 1st and 10 from the 32. Turns and hands it off to Murphy. He's straight ahead running across the 40, 45, still on his feet across midfield. He breaks through again, and he's into the open. Nobody will get him. He's all the way down to the end zone. Touchdown for Dubuque Senior. 68-yard touchdown run. He did a great job there, just straight ahead running, kept his legs going, and just ran over a couple of the Little Hawk defenders.
Yep, ran right through there. And I'm trying to add up his yards here real quick. At 112.
I've got him for 120.
119, 122, 123. I have him for 122 yards. So about 120 yards on 12 carries. 2 big runs, gets his average up to about 10 yards per carry. But that's just got to feel great to Murphy, who's just been bottled up all night, except for 2 runs, and gets him on the scoreboard here. And just a big play, going to ignite this senior enthusiasm, hopefully, for a little bit here and get themselves rolling a little bit.
Dressler in to attempt the extra point. A bit of a high snap, but Paul Simon able to get it down, and the kick is good. 68-yard touchdown run by Jamie Murphy, and at the 2:52 mark in this first half, the Little Hawks lead is cut to 35-7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back right after this on AM 800 KXIC. The Little Hawks ready to get the ball for their 9th possession of this game.
That's incredible. 9 possessions in one half, you know. That's phenomenal.
Quick strike. The defense has done a good job of forcing 3 and outs as Dressler tees the ball up, and he puts it deep. Looks like Kenny will field it at his 7. He's straight ahead. He's got a wall. He squirts ahead across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Still on his feet. Looks like the ball is out, though, at about the 30-yard line. There's a big pile there. And the Little Hawks are back on it. They will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they're going to have plenty of time here to move this football. You know, just 69 yards away is nothing for this Little Hawk offense, the way it's been going tonight, and it'll be interesting to see.
Coach Sabers looks like he is getting some of his second string in. Tim Sturgill, number 56. Also number 65, Brett Finger, in along the offensive line. Keaton Jones back out at quarterback. Matt Maynard in at the wide receiver on the near side. Looks like number 41, Robbie Lehman, in at one of the slot positions. Jones barks out the signals. He drops back to pass, and he throws it out to Shutt. Catches it at the 32. He's hit right as he catches it, though, by Zach Hodge. Gets ahead for a gain of maybe a yard.
So nice to see, even with the reserves in there, that he's going to keep with a little bit of the same game plan. Go ahead and throw on that first down. I like to see that. Gets those reserves in there and gets them running the same type of system that the first stringers are.
Clock ticking down, around the 2-minute mark to go here in this first half. Jones barking out the signals as Bowlesby is lined up to the far side. And there's the quick handoff to Bohm. He's looking to turn the corner around the left side. He's ahead to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 3rd down for the Little Hawks.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and long here. Interesting to see the play call that Coach Sabers is going to come out with. You know, I'd say give your young quarterback a chance to step back and throw this football and see what he can do.
And Jones gives the signal. They are actually huddling up a little bit here to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Key play as they try to take the ball and wind down the rest of this first half clock. Maynard lines up wide to the near side. Bohm in the backfield. And he takes the handoff from Jones. He's around the right tackle. He's across the 35 to about the 39-yard line, but Jamie Murphy able to run him down. Stays in bounds, but he gets ahead for a gain of only about 4 yards. And Dubuque Senior is going to take a timeout with 1:09 to go here.
Coach telling his players that, you know, we're not saying we're out of this ball game yet. We're taking a time out here to make sure that we can have some time on the clock here when we get this punt received here, and maybe try and get
4th down and a short 2. Dubuque Senior trying to get an extra player off the field, and there's going to be a penalty for illegal substitution. Iman's punt dropped by Hodge at the 20-yard line, and there he's met by Matt Maynard. Looks like the Little Hawks are going to get a gift, though. yet another penalty on Dubuque Senior. They had one too many guys out there. He was running off of the field, didn't get off before the ball was snapped.
That's going to give him a first down.
I believe that's only a 5-yard penalty, but on 4th and 2, it will be enough for a first down. The officials are talking it over, trying to sort things out.
Senior High just cannot catch a break whatsoever. Cannot catch a break at all.
And they want to talk to one of City High's captains. I believe
Alex Smith heads out there.
I believe it's nothing more than whether you take the 5-yard penalty in the first down or you give Dubuque Senior the ball at the 15.
I'm not a genius, but I take the football.
I would too.
So that's got to be a little disheartening here to Senior. You did a nice job to get him to go 3 and out. And, you know, you had some unfortunate circumstances on the receiving end of that kick, but you got him 3 and out, and then just, again, it's a mental mistake, not knowing if you're on the punt team, supposed to be on the field or not. Can't get that kid off the field in time, and it costs you 5 yards, keeps the ball in City High's hands, and gives them another first down.
So Keaton Jones will come back out with the offense. The ball, a fresh set of downs, and 1:01 to go here in this first half. Phil Kenny lines up in the backfield. Jones looks, throws deep for Jen. Ball was overthrown. It looked like he was running the out pattern. And Jones threw it just a little bit too far. Ball lands incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Jen was running the out pattern, and Jones was on the go pattern. It just wasn't quite there. They weren't quite on the same page at all.
A little bit of incidental contact there between Jen and Zach Hodge as well. Good no call there by the officials, though, as that ball was not catchable whatsoever.
And thank goodness that stops the clock.
Jones dropping back, and he's looking for the go route again. Looks like almost the same pattern.
Oh!
Great attempt there at the 40-yard line. Jen almost able to hang on to that. Just fell out of his hands as he hit the ground, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Just a little bit underthrown, as the one before was overthrown. This one is just slightly underthrown, but almost a great catch there by Brent Jen coming back to that football.
51.1 seconds to go here in this first half. Jones barks out the signal at the line of scrimmage. Kenny, the lone setback behind him. As it looks like the Rams are bringing the blitz. There's the throw down the seam pattern to Dorian Davis. He catches it at the 41, across the 40, inside to about the 37-yard line. Great pitch and catch there. Call it a gain of about 19 on the play.
So that's Keaton Jones' 2nd completion there, but that's a nice one there, getting him a first down, and that's his longest of the night, and a great job there by Dorian Davis on that reception.
Just caught it and kept going straight up the field for the first down. Jones with the straight drop back pass again. He's scrambling to the right side. He's looking, throws it finally. Great job by Jones to hang on to that as long as he can. May have wanted to throw it just a little bit earlier as big number 55, Scott Fairchild, comes in and lays the wood to him. Good job, though, to throw that out of bounds so that nobody can get it. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jones really never had any thoughts of running that football, as he just kept running with that football and had it up in the throwing position, that second hand up, covering the football, telling that defender that he's not going to turn that ball upfield and run it. He may want to put that ball down a little bit as he's running, make that defender back off a little bit, just in case he takes off on that corner. But still a good job of getting rid of the football and not turning it over.
2nd and 10 from the 37, and he's looking out here. That's caught this time by Brent Jen at the 29-yard line. The clock will keep rolling, and Coach Sabers calling for a timeout. Call it a gain of 8 out to Brent Jen. And it brings up 3rd down and 2, just inside the 30-yard line.
Their season to actually come up with this valuable learning things right here.
3rd down and 3. The ball is spotted just inside the 30-yard line. And there's the go route, and blitzing off of the weak side was number 2, Jamie Murphy. Looked like the out and up from Keaton Jones. He had his man. Looked like he was going for Ben Evans, but Murphy able to come in and get the quarterback sack. And that'll bring up 4th down. Call it a loss of about 6 yards. 4th down. The ball is sitting at the 35-yard line. They need to get just inside of the 27. Jones comes out, and here comes the all-out blitz from Senior. Good job of stepping in there. Dorian Davis with the catch at the 25. He rolls over another tackler at the 15, inside to the 11-yard line. The clock will stop, and Little Hawks with the timeout. Great job there by Keaton Jones to step in and face the blitz. He finds Dorian Davis across the middle, a 24-yard gain. Davis getting a lot of that on his own, including lowering the shoulder on some unsuspecting senior defender.
I've seen speed out of him. That's the first time I've seen him bowl somebody over, and I tell you what, he was like he was playing linebacker with the football there. He just lowered the shoulder and just delivered a blow to that defensive back there for Senior. Now
that'll make it a 27-yard field goal attempt. This will be the last play of the first half. Jones is the holder. The snap is down, the kick is up. It's plenty long, and it goes right through the uprights, and that is the way this first half comes to a close. All City High in this one. Take away the 68-yard touchdown run by Jamie Murphy. The Little Hawks on top, 38-7. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back with your statistics right after this on AM 800 KXIC. The opening kickoff. The captains are out at the middle of the field. I do believe Dubuque Senior has the choice, and they will probably want to take the ball here at the start of the second half.
Yeah, they need it as many times as they can possibly get it.
And they do. They will defend the north goal, so they will be going from left to right to start this second half as both teams continue to warm up here. We talked about it during the intermission. Coach Sabers wanting his team to come out with that intensity, because not only can you get yourself into a hole in a hurry, have Dubuque Senior get back into this ball game, but it's also a good chance for somebody to get hurt as well.
It is. If your focus isn't there and you concentrate.
Inside the 40, almost at the 39-yard line. Looks like number 10, Zach Hodge, as well as number 2, Jamie Murphy, back deep to receive for the Rams.
Number 80 here for City High. Does he have a cast on his arm, or what is that?
I do believe, yes. Number 80 is Messiah Tutson.
Huh.
May have one of those soft casts, some sort of a wrist injury, either a sprain or maybe a fracture.
Interesting.
As the official is waiting for, and there is the whistle. Shutt checks his coverage team, and we are ready to start this second half. And Shutt puts a foot into that ball. Murphy fields it at the goal line, and that's going to be a touchback. Sterno, you would have liked it last night. There was actually an instance where the guy fielded the ball, and his foot was right on the goal line. May have been about a step or two into the end zone, but they actually let him run it out last night.
Oh, good. And that's the way it should be. That is the way it should be. And this was what the ball carrier right there for Senior High wanted to do. He wanted to come out with that football, so why not let him?
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Rams as they start the second half in a 31-point hole. There's the handoff to Murphy off the left side. He's across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Actually called to 22, a gain of 2. Ryan Alberhaski in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Looks like a majority of the first-string defense is out there right now. Majority of the starters.
You're still going to have your starters in here because they're still going to have to get some work in as well. So, yeah, you got to make sure that they're still going to get their work in. But pretty soon here, after a series or two, you're going to see the second and third teamers come back into this ball game.
Second and 8, and there's the play-action pass for Herbst. He steps up and throws it to his tight end. Incomplete. His timing just a little bit off. He's got plenty of time to throw, but that one just wasn't quite there. A little bit in front of his big tight end, number 29, Josh Berkeley. And that'll bring up third down and 8.
Rolling out to his right there, never really got his feet set, and just never, like you said, his timing on throwing that ball to his receiver just never got there.
You talk about it, too. It looks like he's putting a little zip on it.
Oh, yeah.
Might want to take just a little bit of zip off so that his receivers have a better chance of getting to it. Third down and 8 as Hodge goes in motion from the far to the near side. And there's the play action to Murphy. Herbst rolling out, and he's got a defender out here picked off by Phil Kinney at the 25. He's cuts across back to the field. He's inside the 20 at the 15. He's got Murphy to beat. Murphy wraps him up at the 10-yard line. Great job there. It looked like Zach Hodge was going He had gotten behind the linebacker. Herbst just floated it out there a little bit. Phil Kinney able to read it. He gets over and picks it off and runs it back all the way down to the Ram 11-yard line. And that is where the Little Hawks will take over. You said it in the first half, Mark Stern. When it rains, it pours.
Exactly. Kenny just playing like a robber over there and just read his eyes as he came across there. Stepped right in front of that intended receiver and just made a great play.
Spot the ball at the 10, and there's the toss out to Kenny. He gets the corner turn, dragged down from behind at about the 5-yard line. Good job by Ryan Bush, the defensive end. A pickup of 5 on the play. Second down, and I believe City High can actually pick up a first down.
Just before scoring, yeah, they're just right inside there, yep.
Inside of the 1-yard line.
And Iman is back in at the quarterback position for the offense here for City High.
Second down and goal. The ball just outside of the 5-yard line. And Iman with the play action fake. He keeps it himself. He runs up the middle and he's hit right about the line of scrimmage. Looked like number 62, Alex Klein, in on the tackle. Iman ahead. Looks like he got about a yard on that. A pretty good spot. And it'll bring up third down and goal here for the Little Hawks.
Yeah, this is a big play here. So, you know, you're inside right about the 5-yard line and the 4-yard line here. You don't want to go to fourth down. You want to get a big play here, get the touchdown, or at least get the first down if nothing else.
And there, Iman with the play action fake. He rolls out. He looks to the end zone. He's got Evans caught in the corner. Great job by Evans to sit back there right in the corner of the end zone. Hang on to that ball, and it is a 4-yard touchdown reception. His third on the night for DP Iman. And there is the 35-point rule, as it is now 44-7, 9:56 to go in this ball game.
And that's the second touchdown catch for Ben Evans. And that's a nice job by DP Iman. Not an easy play to do, as he was rolling out to his left. Means he has to stop, set his feet the other direction, and just made a nice little lob throw in the back corner of that end zone.
Andrew Schutt's extra point sails through the uprights, and at the 9:56 mark to go in this second half, City High on top, 45-7, and I believe the clock will start as soon as the kickoff goes. I believe change of possession, they do stop it.
So they stop the change of possession, but not out of bounds.
But not out of bounds.
Okay.
So after Senior gets the ball, they will there and be a little surprised that the clock was running, and then remember that that's the new rule this year.
It's the first year that it's in, so no coach is used to it yet, so you don't know how to use it just yet, so, or if you can use it for that matter.
Schutt tees the ball up at the 40-yard line. Hodge and Murphy back deep to receive again. And Schutt puts a foot into it, and another high, deep kick fielded right at the goal line, and again, it will come out at the 20. First down and 10, 9:49 to go in this ball game. They started the clock there on the kickoff, it looked like. Normally they don't do that.
Yeah, okay, now it keeps going.
So now it is running.
They stopped it and they just forgot to keep it going here, so.
So maybe with this game getting started just a little bit late, we'll be able to speed things along here in this second half.
Regina's done.
City High with some late substitutions there. Not sure if they had the right personnel, and Coach Sabers is going to have to take a timeout.
Ooh.
Looked like he was trying to get some of the second string out there.
And look at Coach Sabers have a few words with these players as they come over there.
One I needs, call 341-8588. First and 10, and there's the handoff to Murphy. He's ahead to right tackle, he cuts it back. He's across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Good running there by Jamie Murphy. A gain of 14 yards and a first down.
Now this kid, there's no quitting this Jamie Murphy. He's showing you what kind of ball player he is. A nice job cutting back there, some slippery turf. Did a nice job not to go down to the knee, but he's having a pretty good ball game here offensively and having a great ball game on the defensive side.
Justin Kleingartner in on the tackle for the Little Hawks. First down and 10, the ball at the 34-yard line. And there's the handoff again over across the right side. He's across the 35 to the 40-yard line for Murphy. Good straight ahead running again. Pickup of 7 yards.
I don't think anybody told Jamie Murphy they're down 38 because he's playing like it's 0-0. He's coming out there and saying, I'm not done playing tonight at all.
And that's the type of intensity that you'd like to see if you're Coach Osweiler.
Exactly.
Get your kids to come out here, play like they've got nothing to lose, because right now they don't.
And he's just a junior. He's got another year to play, so.
2nd and 3, and there's, looks like a busted play. The guards from the weak side were pulling as Herbst is brought down back at the 40-yard line. Looked like they were trying to set up almost a boot action, but he ran into his guards and is dropped for a loss of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, that play was just doomed from the beginning. It just never got going. There was one, the guard coming across this way. It almost looked like they were running a counter, but he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
3rd down, call it 4 from the 41-yard line. And there they run the counter action to Murphy's across the 45 to midfield. Brought down there, good tackle. It looks like Brent Jen brings him down into City High Little Hawk territory at the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards this time for Murphy.
So Murphy, it may be against second-team players, but he doesn't care. He's going to be out there and still giving it his all.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line, and Murphy again off the right tackle. He's across the 40 down to the 35-yard line, carrying some defenders with him. Messiah Tutson there to bring him down, along with number 40, Jake Law. Not before he's able to pick up a gain of about 8 yards.
I tell you what, he's going to be one sore individual in the morning. That's his 5th carry of this half. He had 12 in the first half, plus playing defense full time. I mean, this kid's getting a workout.
Inside of 7 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, and there's the 2nd man through, and that is Murphy. He's tripped up there. Good job by Jake Law again. Murphy, though, gets across the 30-yard line. Actually, the ball will be spotted right at the 30. Call it a gain of about 6 on the play.
And that's their 3rd first down of this drive here as they get this thing moving. You know, this is the best drive that Seniors put together all night.
Of course, it's against some of the reserves, but Coach Sabers will tell you that he wants the exact same intensity out of those guys as some of the guys that are first on the depth chart. And there's the counter action to the fullback up the middle. Looks like Chad Benda. He's ahead for a gain of about 4 yards to the 26-yard line.
And content to just keep the ball on the ground and just grind it out. You know, the clock's not a factor. It's going to continue to run no matter what. So they're just taking advantage of that running game right now, maybe even trying to set up the pass. Be curious to see if they do that here.
2nd down and 6. The ball is at the 26-yard line of the Little Hawks. Derek Schmidt puts out wide to the near side. And there's Murphy again across the right side. Good collision there. Looks like number 78 for the Little Hawks, Trevor Hickson, able to meet him and bring him down. But as you talk about, he keeps the legs moving. Gets all the way down to the 22-yard line, another gain of 4 yards.
I tell you what, he reminds me, you know, his tank is still full. He's like a Phil Kenny. You know, there's just no empty in his tank. The motor's constantly going.
3rd down and call it a short 3, maybe a long 2 here for the Rams. This will be the 9th play of this drive. And there's the handoff off tackle to Murphy again. He squirts across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line before he's brought down by a sea of red. Looks like number 33, Nick Evans, able to bring him down. And there is an injured Little Hawk on the field. So we will have the clock stop here. Dubuque Senior is driving at the 15-yard line. And there's the off-tackle play again to Murphy. He squirts ahead across the 10, inside the 5, still on his feet to the goal line. Is he in? I don't think so.
Nope, he's going to be a little short.
Looks like you're going to stop him short at the 1-yard line.
14-yard pickup, though.
And Dubuque Senior wanting this type of play, or this type of drive earlier in this ball game. This will be the 11th play of the drive, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Their best sustained drive and their best scoring chance. They come out of the power I formation, and they hand it off to Murphy again. He runs into the line of scrimmage, keeps the legs going, and there he is across. Looked like he was stopped initially, but he was able to keep going. He is into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown on the night, and that makes the score 45-13. City High.
They've accomplished their goal here. They've got the clock stopped. They've got it under that 35. You know, that's probably one of the goals that they came out of here starting this this drive with, and they've accomplished that goal, and they want to keep on driving on this momentum here.
Scott Dressler out to attempt the extra point. Paul Simon, the backup quarterback, will be the holder. And there's the snap, spot, and the kick is right through the uprights. Dressler with the old-fashioned straight-ahead style of kicking, but it works just the same. And at the 3:43 mark to go here in this third quarter, City High is on top, 35-14. We'll take a 60-second break and be back right after this on AMA. No? That's all right.
Don't you feel better knowing me and us are ready for the long trip?
I feel better every time I take the car to Jiffy Lube.
Back at Bates Field at the campus of City High School, the Little Hawks on top 45-14. Scott Dressler lining up to kick off this ball as John McCracken, number 31, and Jake Henninger, number 34, back deep to receive for the Little Hawks. A high, short kick that bounces at the 15, and it looks like Henninger picks it up there at the 16. He's across the 20-yard line, had a hard time getting a handle on it. Able to get to about the 21, and that's where City High will take over with their second offensive possession.
Oh, Senior High managed to get this clock stopped, but you know, I look at Murphy here in the second half. I have him for 76 yards, had him for 120 in the first, so he's almost at 200 yards rushing, and we still got a quarter and 3 minutes to play.
He's definitely showing that he's a tough runner.
He's a gamer.
He's a gamer as well. No quit in him. As the Little Hawks offense huddling up, and they head out on the field. Keaton Jones is back in at quarterback. Number 54, Eric Mitchell, in on the offensive line. As is number 72, Jake Tholen. Straight eye formation. And there's the toss out to number 42. That's Josh Wegman. He's across the 25 to the 27-yard line, where he's brought down. Able to stay in bounds. Pickup of about 6 yards on that play.
First time we've called Josh's name tonight.
Good hard running there too. He's able to get to the corner, and then he just lowers his head and gets straight forward. Second down and 4.
The PA announcer disagreed with you. He said 6.
I was close.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with you. The way that it's spotted there, I'm gonna give you 7.
Actually, it looks like 2nd and 5 here.
Almost.
Jones up under center, out of the I formation. And there's the toss again to Wegman to the near side. Good block there by number 37, and a collision at the 31. Great lead block by number 37, Justin Kleingartner. Able to spring Wegman. He gets across the 30, where he runs into a Dubuque Senior player, and I think that senior player is down.
He's down. The guy that made the tackle is down, and I can't get his number yet here. He's
trying to get up, but he can't.
I mean, he just had a great collision there, and they just met right about that 32-yard line, and both forces just stopped. And I'm not sure if this guy just has the wind knocked out of him, but again, we can't tell the number. Some assumptions there.
2:43 and counting to go here in this third quarter. Little Hawks on top by 31 points. Keaton Jones still in at quarterback. Jake Henninger split out wide to the far side.
They don't even know who's on the field.
And Coach Sabres will have to take his second timeout of this half, as they did not have the correct personnel. First down and 10. The ball is spotted at the 32-yard line as Keaton Jones takes the snap and he throws it out there a little bit behind his intended receiver, Robbie Lehman. Pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up second down and 10 to go.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him. Keaton Jones has struggled a little bit tonight to throw the ball right on the mark there. He's been a little low, a little behind there. When he has, they've been nice-looking balls, but I mean, on average, he's struggled a little bit with his throwing arm right now.
Second down and 10. The ball is at the 32-yard line. Wegman is in the backfield behind Jones, and he takes the handoff off of right tackle. He squirts ahead through a hole on the right side across the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line. Good job there to be a little patient. Looked like that play was busted in the backfield. He waited just a half second, squirted through the hole, and got ahead for a gain, call it, of about 6 yards.
As Chad Heights came out on there for the stop there for Dubuque Senior there, but just a nice job picking his spot there where he wanted to go forward, found where it was, and just busted up ahead.
3rd down and 5. The ball is at the 37.5-yard line. Call it a short 5. Inside of 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Jones with the handoff again to Wegman over left side.
Oh.
He's back to the line of scrimmage where he's met by a host of defenders. Looked like number 47, Ken Schmeichel for Senior, along with number 62, Alex Klein.
See, Alex Klein was one that I just saw just level him with a big hit and does a nice job, and they're bringing up a 4th down here and 3, and it's going to force City High to punt this football. So a nice job defensively by Senior there.
Looks like a new punter, number 31, John McCracken, is back to kick this ball away. And number 12, Jeremy Heffel, will go back to receive with Zach Hodge. 1 minute to go. City High on top, 45-14 in this 3rd quarter. A nice kick there by McCracken. Fielded a fair catch at the 30-yard line by Hodge.
Sort of a weak signal there for a fair catch, but the officials did give it to him. But
33-yard punt for John McCracken. It was a nice high kick, enabled his coverage to get down there.
Yep.
So with 51 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter, the Rams will come out for their 3rd possession of the half. First one resulted in an interception. The last one, they rode this man, Jamie Murphy, to a touchdown as Murphy crosses the 35, 36, 37-yard line. Again, he gets into the pile at about the 35, and before you know it, he's ahead to about the 37. Just a few extra yards every time he runs.
And that puts him over the 200-yard mark for the ball game. And to his credit, he's been doing a lot of that on his own. The offensive line hasn't been given a whole lot of help, so he's had a whale of a ball game both offensively and defensively tonight.
2nd down and 3 from the 37-yard line. Motion from Hodge, and there's the play action from Herbst. He looks deep. He's got Schmidt.
Oh!
Almost caught. Great defense there. Matt Maynard came over. Almost looked like he was going for the pick. Schmidt almost had that ball in his hands at the 35. Maynard disrupted it just enough, and it fell to the turf.
Yeah, Maynard came up underneath there and got there just a second soon as he went underneath, and the ball came to the intended receiver there and just over his outstretched hands. But I think Maynard was there just enough to break the concentration, and the ball goes off his fingertips.
3rd down and 3 now, and there's the second man through, and Jamie Murphy. He squirts across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Looks like a pickup of about 10 yards that time, and it will be enough for a Senior 1st down with 1/10 of a second to go here in this 3rd quarter.
You're killing me. You're just killing me.
And there the official winds it to get to the end of the quarter. A pickup of 10. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with the final 12 minutes right after this on AM 800 KXIC.
I'm out of here.
Seriously?
No.
Different people want the ball.
I just don't. This keeps you in the game. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm looking for talent.
Thank you very much, John Nost. We start the 4th quarter with Jamie Murphy taking the handoff across the left side. He goes ahead to the City High 45-yard line. Call that a gain of about 7 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and short.
Well, City High not jumping around defensively like they were in the beginning of this ball game, and I think the coaches are going to start to address that here. They're not getting as fired up as they once were. Hard to do that up 31.
Herbst turns around and hands it off to Murphy. Good collision there in the backfield. Number 78, Trevor Hickson. But Hickson is drugged from about the 45 rather to the 41. Ball is spotted rather at the 42. A gain of 3 there for Murphy again. And another first down for the Rams.
And Senior putting together another drive here, and much like they did on the last possession here, you know, they score here a touchdown. It's now a 24-point ball game. That's a 3-score difference. You know, that's not insurmountable if you get your offense going, and Coach Sabers may take a look at that if they do get in the end zone here.
And there's that counter action to Schmeichel. He gets across the 40, brought down there by number 41, Robbie Lehman. He's ahead from the 42 to about the 37, a gain of 5. Brings up second down. And call it a long 5.
Now, I'm not sure what happened to my stat sheets, but how many pass attempts is that for Herbst tonight in the second half here?
10 on the game, I believe. He's got 3 in the second half.
Okay, 3 in the second half. So they're just not throwing the ball like they did in the first half at all, which wasn't much then.
Murphy off the left side. Great job there. Number 33 for the Little Hawks. Nick Evans coming in from the outside. Hits him in the backfield. Murphy gets ahead for a gain of about 2 yards down to the 36-yard line.
But you just wonder, does Senior have other running backs they can put in there? Because it's awful odd that Murphy's in there. You know, I don't think they're in there just to get him stats. I mean, that's not what this is all about.
Third down and a long 3. The ball is at the 36-yard line of City High. Twins to the near side. And there's motion from Benda out of the fullback position. Herbst with a straight drop back pass. He steps up, runs the quarterback draw. He's looking for the corner. Tutson able to string him out a little bit. Good effort there by Herbst to keep his feet going. It looks like he's run out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
Jake Law did a nice job there in pursuit as well for the City High defense. It looks like they're going to spot him short of that first down.
They are going to spot him back actually at about the 33.
I thought maybe he got a little bit more forward progress from that, but apparently the officials disagree with us there, Stephen.
Call it a gain of a short 3. Brings up fourth down and about a half a yard at the 33-yard line. Power I formation. Turn, handoff to Murphy, and he's hitting the backfield.
Wow.
Looks like he may have fell forward for the first down down to about the 31-yard line.
Depending on where they're going to spot this thing.
Good job by the defense, led by Robbie Lehman.
Robbie Lehman coming in there in a reserve role, but we've been calling his name quite a bit there. He's having a good night here with the playing time that he's gotten for City High, and enough for the first down there for Seniors. They're going to move the chains and keep the drive alive.
Ball now resting at the 31-yard line inside the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 45-14, the Little Hawks are on top of Dubuque Senior. Straight I formation. Motion from Hodge from far to the near side. And the turn, the play action to Murphy. Herbst stepping up, looking to throw. He's got a man open.
Oh!
Caught there by Hodge at the 15. Looked like he was almost ready to run before he had the ball. Able to look back and catch it. He's able to get down inside the 15 to about the 11-yard line.
21-yard completion there.
First completion of the second half.
So 1 for 4 in the second half for Herbst there. But that was a nice play. But you mentioned that the receiver almost cost them the reception that way just by turning a little too quickly after a nice route that he ran there and a good delivery there by Herbst.
Found a hole in the zone and caught the ball as 2nd and 10. There's the quick hitter up ahead to Benda. He's inside the 10 to about the 5 for a pickup of 6 yards.
So Senior threatening to score on 2 consecutive drives here, which they haven't done all night on.
Their only score in the first half, their last offensive possession, it was a 68-yard touchdown run on the second play of that drive by Jamie Murphy. Inside of 8 minutes to go, the ball right at the 5-yard line on the near hash mark. Straight I formation. And there's the handoff to Murphy. He's into the line at the left side. He's down to the goal line. And
touchdown.
There's the signal. He's in for another touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run this time.
You know,
We talked about it. 45-20 now.
You know, you got to take your hat off there to Murphy. You know, you're glad to see him get in the end zone because he's doing a yeoman's job out there, really working. And he gets into the end zone to get some reward for it. But, you know, if I'm the coaching staff, I got to find somebody to put out there. I mean, this kid's worked hard all night. he deserves a break. He really does.
I've got him now unofficially for 29 carries and 230 yards.
And almost every play on defense.
And the extra point by Dressler is good. Makes the score 45-21. And at the 7:34 mark of this ball game, we will take a 60-second timeout and be back with more right after this on AM 800 KXIC.
Or whatever it is. So maybe if John had a cab, go to Poly Ice and bring it to the stadium.
And leave the bill in the name of Mark Stern.
Charge it to the station.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. The West Branch Bears with a big victory last week as we are back here at Bates Field, number 31. That is John McCracken with the kick return. He's across the 30 to the 35, breaks the tackle ahead to the 40-yard line. Great return there. He fielded that ball at about his 10-yard line and just came straight up the middle with a big return. But another Dubuque Senior player is down. Almost looks like number 8. We are at the 7:24 mark to go here in this ball game, as City High is on top 45-21. Keaton Jones up under center at the 39-yard line. The toss comes out to the near side to Wegman. He's up to the line of scrimmage where he's met number 32, Eric Corman. And it also looked like number 12, Jeremy Heffel.
He just leveled him.
A great collision there. Wegman showing some tough running. Lowers his head and actually gets forward for a gain of a yard. Didn't look like he was going to go anywhere, but he just
I don't know how he got a
there.
yard there, but he's feeling that yard right now. I tell you what, nice defensive play by Senior to step up and make a big hit right there.
2nd down and 9. The ball is at the 40-yard line out of the I formation. Justin Kleingartner in at the fullback. Turn and handoff tackle is to Wegman on the left side, and he's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a gain of about half a yard. Call it no gain, actually. 3rd down and 9 from the 40.
So in the battle of the reserves in this series, at least right now, the Senior defense is coming up on top as they force City High into a 3rd and 9 situation. So good job for the Rams out there.
Clock is running at 6:10 and counting. Keaton Jones with the play from the sideline. Little Hawks are huddled up here. Up to the line of scrimmage, led by Tim Sturgill at the center position. Straight I formation with John Holzenbach over to the near side. And there's Wegman off tackle to the near side. He's across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Almost a late hit there. Good job, good hustle by both the defender.
Looked like real close.
Number 18, Cody Lytle, and Wegman. The ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. And I do believe it is a first down.
Good job. Good job by Wegman to race to that corner. I mean, he did a good job of dragging 2 defenders right as he got to that corner, took it with him, and he wasn't going to be denied as he got there. He didn't get the first down by much, but he just got enough to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. So just when we said Seniors winning the battle of the reserves, a great 3rd and 9, Wegman just willed his way to that first down.
Ryan Fitch in there for City High at the left guard position. I formation again for the Little Hawks as Keaton Jones up under center. Hands it off to Kleingartner up the middle. He's across midfield into Senior territory down to about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. This is pretty much what we can expect the rest of the night here from the Little Hawks. I don't think they're going to throw much more.
No need to.
They had Keaton Jones in earlier, got him a chance to throw the ball a little bit. Now it's just time to run out this clock and get out of here.
As the fan base has diminished quite a bit as well in this ball game.
Both sides have decided to head home early as we are nearing the 5-minute mark of this ball game. 2nd down and 7. Jones up under center again with Wegman and Kleingartner. And there's the quick hitter to Kleingartner up the middle. He's ahead to about the 46-yard line. pickup
you
of a
mentioned
yard.
that Coach Saber's not one to run up the score, this whole second half for the most part. They haven't been running out of that no huddle very much at all.
And when they do, they've been taking their time with it.
Right,
They're not
right.
causing it to be much of a hurry up. And they're just running some of their base plays right now, trying to get the ball moving straight ahead.
And that's just a class act on Coach Saber's part. There's no two ways about it. The past couple of years that I've gotten to know him, he's just a very quality individual. I can't say enough about him. I think he does a great job with the kids, great job with the program, and he's just a class individual.
He's been involved with this program for some time now as well.
Yes, he has.
3rd down and 7 at the 47-yard line. There's the toss again to Wegman. Gets the block from Kleingartner, but a sea of white jerseys there, led by number 70. That is Jason Edwards. Brings him down back to the line of scrimmage, actually. Looks like a pretty good spot there. But it will bring up 4th down. And it looks like John McCracken will be out to punt again. This will be his second punt. The last one, a nice high kick that was fair caught.
Tell you, even though we got the reserves out here, there's still some hitting going on down there. We're hearing some good pops up here, so that's good to see.
Zach Hodge, number 10, and number 12, Jeremy Heffel, back deep to receive this punt, standing at about their own 13-yard line. As McCracken puts a foot into it, another high kick, spiraling over to the left sideline. It's caught and fumbled there. The ball is loose. Heffel fielded it, unable to hang on to it. It looked like it hit him in the grill, and it is going to be City High football. Robbie Lehman, number 41, down there, heads up, grabs a hold of the ball. It looked like he may have just lost that one in the lights. It just hit him in the face mask and fell to the turf.
He just never really had a handle on that ball whatsoever. Hit him, whether it was in the face mask, the chest, I don't know. But again, you're calling Robbie Lehman's name again. He's just been phenomenal in the time that he's been in this ball game.
He's done a great job here this second half and the little bit that he's played in the first half. 3:10 to go in the ball game, and the Little Hawks take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. So the punt works to their advantage.
Got him a 1st down.
Gain of about 30 yards on that punt. 25.
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours. Jones out with the tight-eye formation, up under center. Turns and hands off to Wegman up the middle. He's ahead to the 20-yard line where he's brought down. And the ball looks to be on the ground, but I believe they're going to say that he was down.
He was down. Kyle Sanders, Joel Casco, and Andy Wilson all check into the ball game for the Little Hawks. Subs galore.
Subs galore. Chip Eldridge also in there, number 30 it looks like. Playing some wide receiver.
Sort of fun to get to mention some new kids' names there.
It's great to see these kids get out there and get a chance to play as well.
Oh, yeah.
I know I was always in that boat where I enjoyed any minute that I could spend on the field.
Oh, sure. That's what you work and practice for.
2nd and 9, and here's the toss to Wegman. Gets the block from Kleingartner. He's across the 20 to about the 18-yard line where he's brought down. Number 40, Chad Heights for Dubuque Senior. A gain of, call it about 2. Brings up 3rd down and 7 here for the Little Hawks as we are inside the 2-minute mark to go in this ball game.
And that's a good thing for everybody involved, I gotta believe.
This game got started a little bit late.
A little?
About a half hour late.
Yeah, it was about 8:06 or so when we kicked off.
Here it is, 20 minutes after 10, as the Little Hawks are taking their time, getting the play in, trying to milk as much time off of this clock as possible, just to try and get out of here with this victory. 3rd down and 7. There's the handoff to Wegman. He squirts ahead. He's through a hole at the 15, the 10. He's inside of the 10 for the 1st down. Good running and a good hole opened up on the left side of that line. Looked like it was just a straight ISO play up the right side. He cut it back over to the left side. Got inside of the 9 for a gain of 9 yards and the 1st and goal for the Little Hawks.
Good to see you there. Wigman just kept his legs pumping, kept him churning, and it wasn't much of a hole there, but he got into there and he just banged his way forward. So a nice job. The coaches have to be impressed what they're seeing out of him.
We are down under 1 minute to go in this ball game. Big number 70, Bob Sanders. Not
Okay.
the Indianapolis Colts safety into the ball game. So there's Wegman again up the middle. He's head to the 5. He breaks another tackle. He's inside the 5. Brought down at about the 2-yard line. Another good, tough run. Looked like he was smelling the end zone. He wants to get his name in the paper tomorrow for more than just a few yards. He wants to get that touchdown.
I tell you what, he just moved that whole pile, just carried it 3 yards himself, and I'd like to see him get another crack at this end zone here.
And the official waits until the clock is under 25 seconds to start the play clock, see if the Little Hawks will run one more play or if they're just going to get out of here.
Nope.
Looks like they'll be content to just get out of here with the victory. 45-21. They came out in a hurry in the first half and got a lot of playing time here in the second half. We'll take a 60-second break, a 60-second timeout, and be back right after this on AM 800 KXIC.
60-second break.
Take 60, come back and talk for 2 and be out of here.
30 talk for 1 and go home. You're killing me, man.
Sorry.
Just killing me.
188, 195, 199, 205, 214.